I'm just waiting for that number to become non-zero, and then I'll start performing. Hello, somebody's there. Swello. Hi, Rich. Good afternoon. I'm still buzzing from last night. We had the greatest time at the Monkey House. Joe Craven and Jeff Hobbs and me, and it was really really sweet and creative as hell and fun and deep and kind of everything I want from a musical experience. And both of those guys were just so great. I mean, I've played with both of them before, but a show with the two of them together on stage for a whole evening, it was mind-blowing what they did. They did some twin fiddle stuff. It'll be out there. We're going to post it on Nugs pretty soon, I think. And anyway, I'm still buzzing from that. She borrowed my Jack Kerouac and took off in my Cadillac. I don't care if she don't come back, but I sure do miss that car. The railroad tracks run down my arm. I sold my soul, nearly bought the farm. Trade my bag of beans for a good luck charm. I sure do miss that car. I sure do miss that car. I sure do miss that car. I don't care who's the president. The blood is spilled and the blood is spent. I still ain't got enough to pay my rent. I sure do miss that car. I fold my hands and I make a wish. I clean my plate and I wash my dish. I may be a no good son of a bitch, but I sure do miss that car. I sure do miss that car. I sure do miss that car. Get up till after dark. I've gone too far, maybe jumped the shark. The story's the same at the old ballpark. I sure do miss that car. Well, she took off in my Cadillac after borrowing my Kerouac. I don't care if she don't come back, but I sure do miss that car. I sure do miss that car. I sure do miss that car. I really miss that car. Joe Burke wrote that song. It's on a record we have in the Perfectible store, by the way. The album's called Just Watching the Show. Anyway, I got several requests here, and that's one of them. Excuse me. Ran into God a couple of weeks ago, sitting at the bar just before my show. She looks exactly like a female version of me. We got to talking about this and that. Her heart is broken, she's been laid out flat. Things just didn't work out the way she planned. She said, I liked you humans better when the wheel was high tech. You're gonna leave this place a smoking wreck. And I said to her, what the hell are you looking at me for? I recycle and I eat local stuff. She said, in my imagination this was built to last. It makes me sad to see you use it up so fast. Driving them belch fires till the air falls out of the sky. It breaks my heart to see my intentions twisted. I'd kick some foolish ass if only I existed. She said, I love people more than I probably should. You got some crazy ideas about evil and good. Compassion's out of fashion all around the world. Fundies with their undies in a permanent twist. Don't they know the heathen have a right to exist? Human nature cannot be denied. I meant to lay down the law, but I got stoned and missed it. I'd forgive my own sins if only I existed. God said, I've been the victim of identity theft. Spiritual robber barons right and left, riding to church on Sunday in their stretch Humvees, telling everybody who to fear and loathe. Never mind the people they could feed and clothe, claiming that the naming of their demons is the word of me. They keep dialing even though my phone's unlisted. Oh, I'd leave them a message if only I existed. Some think I'm like Geppetto with his whittling knife, crafting each and every individual life. It's such a narcissistic notion of the way things work, who they work for. I made this world you're riding on in less than a day. I've cranked out several million, each unique in its way. Set them down, put them in spin, gave nature the deed. Now greed is trying to snuff out reason, and you've got to resist it. Oh, I give you some help with that. If only I existed. I ran into God a couple of weeks ago, sitting at the bar just before my show. She looks exactly like a female version of me. Last night, the show we did was at the Monkey House, a wonderful performing venue. I've had the great pleasure and privilege of working in many times. And last night we had, it was just sonically, it was a delight with Joe Craven and Jeff Hobbs and me. And it sounded and felt great on stage. We had a lovely house full of people. It also sounded great. And the improvisational energy was just tip-top. And we did it in this place that is the brainchild and a home turf of a wonderful songwriter named Ira Marlowe. It's Ira's place. And he paid me a very high compliment last night, said that he thought that our show was one of the best he's ever had in that place. And I was honored to hear that, because he's had a lot of amazing stuff in Monkey House. So this song is by Ira. He played 2 songs between our sets. He got up and did a couple songs, and one of them I just got some confirmation from a dear friend that also brought her to tears. A really great song about fathers. And then he did a funnier song about, well, I won't give away the key word on that one. Anyway, this is Ira's song, and I love this song very much. I hope your dreams come true, at least a chosen few, the ones you wanted after all. I hope your head stays high, no matter how they try to make you feel so very small. I hope you dance each day in some peculiar way, past the others marching single file. And I hope you live forever for a while. I hope the river flows the way you want to go, and I hope the wind blows from behind, and all the mighty trees are waving in the breeze to say a sweet hello as you go by. I hope the sky can see the majesty of everything beneath it running wild. And I hope you live forever for a while. your answer, whatever it might be. I hope your dreams come true. You know I really do, and when they do, I hope we see. And maybe time will teach us not to hurry, and to savor every step of every mile. And I hope you live forever, for a while. Yeah, I hope you live forever, for a while. Isn't that a wonderful song? Also present at the show last night was another wonderful local songwriter named Joe Rutt. And he and I have written one song together, and he paid me a very high compliment last night. He enjoyed our show and he suggested we get together and write another song. I love that idea. He's a great songwriter. And this is the song we wrote together. I've been working on my issues, I've had a big breakthrough. Said I've been working on my issues, I've had a big breakthrough. And I have come to the conclusion that my problem is you. I'm gonna nurture my resentments until they're 10 feet high. I'm gonna nurture my resentments until they're 10 feet high. I'm gonna take a dose of poison and wait for you to die. Some nasty rumors about the evil you do. I'm gonna start some nasty rumors about the evil you do. This will say more about me than it does about you. Well, I got more I'd like to tell you. Yes, I'm a barrel of fun, but I'm afraid we have to stop now because our hour is done. There is no cure for my condition, my disposition is sour. There is no cure for my condition, my disposition is sour. Happy ending for 200 $10 an hour. All right, in retrospect, I should have done things in a different order because I'm going to do something a little more somber now, which would have been really nice to do after Forever instead of that sardonic bit there. Anyway, this, my friend Zulu contacted me and reported on the death of a dear friend of his in a truly freak accident. Like a ski rack fell off a car and killed the guy in the middle of a highway. So this is dedicated to Matt, friend of Paul, and friend of many, many others. Fare you well, my honey. Fare you well, my only true one. All the birds that were singing are flown. Gonna leave this Brokedown Palace on my hands and my knees. I will roll, make myself a bed by the waterside. I will roll in a bed by the waterside. I will lay my head, listen to the river sing sweet songs to rock my soul. Sing me sweet and sleepy, sing me sweet and sleepy, all the way back home. It's a far gone lullaby sung many years ago. Mama, mama, many worlds I've come since I first left home. Going home by the waterside. I will rest my bones, listen to the river sing sweet songs to rock my soul. sing a lullaby beside the water. Lovers come and go, the river rolls. Fare you well, fare you well, I love you more than words can tell. Listen to the river sing sweet songs to rock my soul. Fare you well, fare you well, I love you more than words can tell. Listen to the river sing sweet songs to rock my soul. Why don't you listen to the river sing sweet songs to rock my soul? I'll dedicate this one to Matt and his family as well. This is a grieving piece that I wrote in honor of my friend Tina Loney. It's called 4:45. Well, hello, Mr. Soul, I dropped by to pick up a reason for the thought that I caught in my head as the event of the season. Why in crowds just a trace of my face should seem so pleasing? I'll cop out to the change, but a stranger is putting the tease on. I was down on a frown when the messenger brought me a letter. I was raised by the praise of a fan who said I upset her. Any girl in the world could have easily known me better. She said, "You're strange, but don't change," and I let her. In a while, with a smile on my face turned to plaster. Stick around while the clown who is sick does the trick of disaster. For the race of my head and my face is moving much faster. Is it strange I should change? I don't know. Why don't you ask her? Is it strange I should change? I don't know. Why don't you ask her? Is it strange I should change? I don't know. Why don't you ask her? Merry run around, racing up and down, looking for a shove in some direction. Got it from the top, it's nothing you can stop. Lord, you know they made a fine connection. They love each other. Lord, you can see that it's true. Lord, you can see that it's true. Say it's true. He could pass his time around some other line, but you know he chose this place beside her. Nothing you can say, Nothing that you need to add or do. They love each other. Lord, you can see that it's true. Lord, you can see that it's true. Lord, you can see that it's true. It's nothing they explain. It's like a diesel train. You better not be there when it rolls over. When that train comes in, won't know where it's been. But got to try to see a little further. They love each other. Lord, you can see that it's true. Lord, you can see that it's true. Lord, you can see that it's true. Well, the man who stole the future has an oil drum for a heart and a strange preoccupation with other people's private parts. They want us to do what they say, but I'd rather live my own damn way. We'll take our country back someday, but it's gonna get worse before it gets better. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. It's gonna get worse before it gets better, but I know it's gonna get better. Yes, I know it's gonna get better, 'cause it almost always does. I can't say much about the who and how, but I believe it just because day by day our bonds unweave, mammon gloats as nature grieves. Oh, save us from these pious thieves. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. It's gonna get worse before it gets better, but I know it's gonna get better. Well, I living it with you. They're so proud to be defined by what they buy. These righteous despoilers, these blood for oilers, taking orders from on high. And I don't know whose word I take about this God whose laws I break. I'm swan diving into that fiery lake. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. It's gonna get worse before it gets better, but I know it's gonna get better. Well, these dark-end forces are clamping down on us unconforming souls, waving flags and bashing fags and burning truth like coal. Now I don't know, but I've been told the naming rights have all been sold. Hell is hot and the heaven's cold, and it's gonna get worse before it gets better. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. It's gonna get worse before it gets better, but I know it's gonna get worse before it gets better. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. It's gonna get worse before it gets better, but I know it's gonna get better. Well, I love the world we live in, 'cause I live in it with you. Living on the road, my friend, was gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, breaths as hard as kerosene. Weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one, it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye. Sank into your dreams. Pancho's abandoned boys, his horse was fast as polished steel. He wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, in the desert down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying word. That's the way it goes. All the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. Pancho bit down south, ended up in Lefty's mouth. Hey, they laid poor Pancho low. Lefty split for Ohio, where he got the bread to go. Where there ain't nobody knows. All the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. Poets tell how Pancho fell. Lefty's living in a cheap hotel. Desert's quiet and Cleveland's cold. So the story ends, we're told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true, but save a few for Lefty too. He only did what he had to do. Now he's growing old. All the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. Few gray federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so long. Out of kindness, I suppose. This one some more. There's another song written by a dear friend of mine, Mr. Smolin, out of Los Angeles, another amazing songwriter. Sing a song of superstition, retrogressive message of the times. Greedy hustlers use religion to justify their crimes. You're not the only one who thinks it's strange. You're not the only one who's ready for change. Resist apocalyptic vision. that dangle human lives on strings. 'Cause all that law and all that scripture, it doesn't mean a goddamn thing. It doesn't mean a goddamn thing. Sing a song of evolution, the most likely way from there to here. Why this pretense of confusion? The evidence is very clear. You're not the only one who's feeling afraid. You're not the only one who's growing dismayed about this Holocaust that's brewing, the one these sons of God would bring. But all this law and all this scripture, it doesn't mean a goddamn thing. It doesn't mean a goddamn thing. Call it intuition, call it random chance, God's grace, or ESP. Your miracle has an empirical explanation we can clearly see. Sing a song of peace and freedom for the panoply of humankind. Without deities to rule them, the folks will be just fine. You're not the only one who hopes it's so. You're not the only one who's ready to go into an arbitrary future that needs not clergymen nor kings, where all that law and all that scripture, it doesn't mean a goddamn thing. It doesn't mean a goddamn thing. Friends, I'm going to wrap it up just 2 minutes early tonight. I've got a meeting with Jay Blakesberg and our book designer in just a few minutes, and I want to be ready for that. I'll be back tomorrow in my usual spot doing my usual thing right here, 4 o'clock California time. Please tell your friends. Please visit perfectible.net and make a contribution if you're so inclined. Poke around, look at the books and music and mugs and t-shirts for sale. And I'll see you tomorrow, and I appreciate your support in every form that it takes.